Assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace. How can someone be a Hebrew Israelite and a Muslim at the same damn time? You would think it's impossible, right? Like, either be a Jew or Christian, but you can't be a Muslim. Someone one time told me it's impossible to be a Hebrew Israelite and a Muslim. Whatever. For all the backlash and negative energy I get, I figured I'd make a video to make it pretty simple for the people who are displaying cognitive dissonance, people that blatantly reject obvious truths. On TikTok, I've been hearing a lot of preterism, which is that Jesus already came back, which is foolery. And I'm hearing a lot of Marcionism, which is that Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahweh, whatever you want to call him, is not the same God as the Father, or not the same God as El Elyon. There's so much foolishness being pushed out on the internet by false teachers, wolves in sheep's clothing, and deceivers. So I'm going to set the record straight and tell you why I'm a Hebrew Israelite and a Muslim. I was baptized Catholic. I was confirmed Catholic. My saint name is Saint Blaise, the healer of the throats. I went to Catholic school up until college. I became disillusioned with Christianity once I realized that Jesus was melanated and had woolly hair. That's in the book of Revelation. Then I started to read the Bible. I started to pray, fast, and seek the Lord. And what I did was read the Bible, read the Quran, read the Bhagavad Gita, read the Tao Te Ching, read the Zend-Avesta, the Zoroastrian book. I read the Upanishads. I read everything, and I meditated. And what I did was come to the conclusion that there is one God. There is one Creator who is living, self-subsisting, eternal. He knows everything. He's conscious of everything. And that is the same from the Bible to the Quran. When people are telling me that Jesus Christ is Yahweh, despite Jesus saying the Father is greater than him and that the saints are going to rule alongside of him, it becomes pretty clear to me. I'm not displaying cognitive dissonance when I'm saying that Yahweh is the Father, and it's not by physical means. He doesn't, ejaculate. He doesn't have sex, right? So it's a spiritual adoption, like the book of John chapter 1 says. It's spiritual. With this in mind, we can be brothers and sisters of Christ. As Christ said, those who obey and do the will of his Father are his brothers and sisters. The other day on a chat, I asked somebody, I was like, yo, how is Jesus Yahweh the Father? How is that possible when he has brothers and sisters? Can God have brothers and sisters? And the person had to ponder and think about it, because it's a fallacy. You can't really say God has a brother or a sister. This individual thought about it and said, you know what? Yeah, God has brothers and sisters. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, man? What do you... Come on, bro. All right, anyway. So, one God, creator of heaven and earth, the Father, right? The creator of Jesus, right? Jesus has a creator, therefore he's not the creator. Simple. The Hebrew Israelites, they descend from Jacob, right? Jacob's name got changed to Israel when he saw God at Peniel. I'm not going to go into the metaphysics of that or the esotericism of that. Let's just keep it simple in the Bible, blatantly, okay? So Israel has blessings and curses for following particular books that were given to Moses. The Torah, the 5 books, right? The curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and Leviticus 26 speaks of people who are going to be taken into bondage. When I look through history and I look at my family's history, I see that they've been in bondage for a couple hundred years. And in the book of Revelation, Jesus, peace be upon him, is credited as saying there will be a synagogue of Satan. People who say they're Jews and are not. Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. Who's in the land of Israel today? People that claim to be called Ashkenazi. If you look at Ashkenazim, the book of Genesis references them coming from Japheth. And the book of Genesis references that Japheth will be in the tents of Shem. Okay? So when I do all this research, I look into the Quran as well. The Quran does speak of the curses that happened to Israel, saying that they'll be in bondage twice. We know about the Babylonian exile, okay? But what other exile was there? The Roman exile of 70 AD, when the temple was destroyed. But where did the Israelites go? We were scattered throughout the whole world, right? There, in their scattering, in our scattering, we'll be worshiping gods of wood and stone. The wood is the cross, the stone is the Kaaba stone. The wood is the cross, the stone is the Kaaba stone. What did Jesus say? He said, those who worship God will worship him in spirit and truth, because God is a spirit. In the Quran, it says that it doesn't matter where you look, east or west, because God is conscious, is all conscious. He's conscious of all things. So, with that being said, those are just a few of the reasons why I am a Hebrew Israelite that practices Islam. There's one God, the Creator, the Father, as many people call him, right? Jesus is the Messiah, as the Quran says. The Quran glorifies Jesus in that it says Jesus will be one of the people speaking on the day of judgment, right? Even in the Bible, Jesus says, oh, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? Why do you call me Lord, Lord? You do all these things in my name, but I never knew you, you workers of lawlessness. A lot of Christians love Paul, the false apostle Paul. They love Paul, and they don't want to follow the law, the Torah. And that's actually one of the reasons why many people believe it's two separate gods. But that goes into Gnosticism. So let me just stick and land my plane real quick. I am a Hebrew Israelite because my people fit the blessings and the curses of the Torah. I am a Muslim because Islam references Messiah as the man who ascended to the right hand of power and will come as a sign for the day of judgment. I am not Jewish in the fact that I don't believe that Jesus Christ is burning in excrement as their Talmud says. I understand that the Ashkenazim are the synagogue of Shaitan. Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. They are not descended from Shem. They are from Japheth. Why am I not a Christian? Because Jesus Christ said the Father is greater than him. He is not the Father. Him and the Father are one in will and united in expression. Jesus being the Word is an expression of God. Your expressions are not you. They express what you want done. And the kingdom of heaven is in our midst, meaning that God is with us, Emmanuel. How do we serve God? We serve God by serving man. We help each other because Jesus said it. If you don't help the least, you're not helping him because all is one. I hope I made it simple. I didn't want to make this video too long because people are going to act like they don't get it. Like what I said is blasphemy or heresy. The heresy is preterism because Jesus did not come back yet. All has not been fulfilled. Anybody who says that Jesus came back, in my opinion, is retarded. All love. I love you if you believe that, but come on. And anybody who says that Yotei is a different God than Al Elyon and Jesus is a new God is retarded. Sorry. I love you. Sorry, not sorry. Stop listening to blind leaders. People that didn't even look for God. People that think salvation is all these different books. I read all the books, but what I had to do was come into myself, pause, and understand that God is with us. I hope this was edifying. I hope it made sense. I pray it made sense. And if you have any questions, leave your comment below. Let's have a dialogue and discussion because I'm seeing too much blasphemy, bro. I'm seeing too much blasphemy, man. It's getting kind of ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Peace.